one.
The lovely and majestic red peacock in his natural habitat. Notice as he shies away from the wild peat. Look at the sheen of peat's coat, obtained from the drink of hops and the eating of wild weeds. This song and dance, prescribed every Tuesday and Thursday. Nature, a wonderful gift.
You're getting good at that, man.
That's going to be the smoothest thing we do all night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Believe that. Believe that. That is for sure. That is for sure the case, folks. So this is the best camera work that John's had. Like, oh, and here we go. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, I feel like that's going to happen a lot. It only happens, like, you might have to turn your camera off and just pop in when you feel like you have a good expression to make.
Yeah. I'm not even able to get to my script by the time it is restarting like that. So that's great. We said not to talk about it, but our show hasn't officially started yet. We have to address something. Holy crap.
Folks, if you said you weren't ready to take the trip with us, well, you bought the ticket. It's time to take that ride. And what we're referring to right now, if anyone who's not actually watching on the channel on our YouTube, if you're listening, and God bless your soul that you're still here.
No.
But John's computer is glitching so hard. I think you just need to maybe put up a picture of yourself or a picture of us from the slideshow. Just have that be your placeholder, because when you turn your camera on, it is full on. It is like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas when he's in the bar and all the lizards come out, and it's the lighting like that and the lizard people. And that's what John's camera is doing to us. He enjoys it. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. So, yeah.
It's so bad we had to brush past Dr. Dre's beautiful depiction of us as wild creatures. We are more wild than wild at this point, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going well.
It's going exactly as expected. And that is, I think, really all anyone can hope for. So, John, I say you get your script up. If you want to put a picture up, just to have a placeholder, so it's John L. Peacock, because that's just off-putting to everyone.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Remember, my computer, not so good.
Yeah, doesn't your partner have a computer you can borrow for things like this?
Well, you know what? Now that I know that it's not the webcam that I've already gotten replaced, I might have to be doing that. So we're going to work on phase 2 of End of Times Troubleshooting with John L. Peacock and his horrible computer.
Well, it's amazing. Some things, you keep, like your father gives you his father's watch and his father before him. But when your father gives you his cell phone or his laptop computer that he got from his father and his father before him, you don't need to hold on to those, John. Your computer was like from 1998 or something ridiculous. It has Windows 1 on
it. Back then, they just called it the Great World Windows.
Right. We never saw it would come again. Another one? No, we couldn't even imagine. Horrible.
Hold on, I'm almost there.
Yeah, this is something special, folks. This is so this
very
is
special two-sided.
I'm going to go ahead and say I need to go ahead and vamp. So, folks, here's what we're going to do. First off, we're all going to pour a shot, and if anyone doesn't have a shot, just raise your hand. Maybe clap a little bit, do something, and I'll drink a shot for you. And I will continue to drink shots until John gets his act together. That's totally untrue. But here's to you, everybody. If you're still there, there you go. Just something like that. Find a good one. Find something you like and just keep it there. Cheers. Oh, look at that.
Cheers, everybody.
Big, big.
All right. Well, there's smart things and there's smarter things, and I think I'm doing great. Okay.
I think you're doing amazing, John. I think you're doing exactly as we all expected and as God intended, whoever she may be.
I think I'm also having a breakdown, but it's fine.
Oh no, I think you actively are. I'm trying not to address it. It's like when you see a crazy person on the street, you don't address
Don't
the
make eye
crazy.
contact.
Yeah,
You don't make eye contact.
You keep on going. If you look and point, it gives them more validity, and they can now affect your world. You don't need that. We just kind of move on. We just keep on talking.
Okay, I'm looking at her live stream. Yeah, so it's that great shot of her beautiful box. And wait,
yeah,
you were there, and you're back.
And
okay,
me.
great.
And you're here too. And I'm here, and you're here, and I'm going to miss being in station most of all, John. That's how I'm only using that reference because that's the background of the picture that John is showing.
Which is on our YouTube channel at Two-Sided Pod, TWO Sided Pod, which is all of our social medias, Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, fans only, farmers only, fun only, at TWO Sided Pod, all one word. Let's get this last message and we're going to jump into the show because I don't know if I can handle much longer.
Oh, I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Thunderbirds are go. I love that. I love that show. So good.
So, okay, I am not muted, so that means that people on the YouTube can hear me. That's good. Just making sure all that stuff is going. And we did a shot. So, you want to do another shot, or should we just jump into it, man?
No, we should definitely do a shot if we're starting the show. Well, actually, no. We should start the show, but then do a shot right after.
We will.
Okay, well, we should do a shot then. Come on, John.
It's the two youths. What?
Yeah, I said these two youths.
I'm sorry. Taking 2 shots. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear.
Hey, Johnny Technology, why don't you get a shot in your hand and drink with it? I can't tell if you are or not. You just look like you're having a great time with your sunglasses.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh. Well, howdy.
you know, for some reason, that goddamn didgeridoo is a little soothing to the soul right now. It's like the one thing that is sure in life that is not going to change on me. It's going to give me exactly what I expect every time. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be poorly recorded, poorly performed. But John, for some reason, it's nicely received tonight, and I appreciate that. Good on you, buddy. What else you got?
It's like McDonald's, universally bad, no matter where or when you get it.
Right? I just need the bad didgeridoo and kazoo in my life. That's kind of what I need.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two-Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the serious and the fun.
Yeah, and I take that challenge and I say, John, I take your technological challenges and I retort with funny because I believe that is the right and the wrong, the serious and the fun, the me and the you, the ebb and the flow, the push and the pull, the give and the take, the tig and the tug. Oh, wait, you got to pay for that one.
Yeah, as I was reading, I was like, and I also challenge myself with horrible technological mishaps that I am not ready for.
Sometimes I just like to buy tickets to foreign countries. There's no other money in my pocket. I throw my passport in the dumpster when I get out of the airport, and I just walk around. I like to challenge myself. Pretty good like that.
Challenge accepted.
Let's do this. Boss level.
So let's start with the check-in. My boy Pete, let us know how you're feeling in a fever dream, which actually is completely apt for right now. My boy Pete, let us know how you're feeling in a fever dream.
John, the perfect thing would be for you to put your camera back on, and it changes everything. It'd be the perfect fever dream. But how am I feeling in a fever dream? Well, I feel hot and I feel cold. I feel unfortunate that these things happen. Like I see colors that aren't there. Things freeze when they shouldn't. Is anybody else tasting this? Like it's cool, but what is happening? So that's kind of how I'm feeling. That's kind of where I'm at.
That's going to lead us directly into our first lightning round.
Lightning round! It's time to get down! You thought it was gone, but I came back! It's lightning time! Round time!
Oh, that was kind of trailed off there.
I was doing something else, sorry. Lightning time! What's up? What are you doing, John?
What are you, Twitch streaming while you're coming onto our show? Come on, lightning round guy. If you're going to be here, be here.
Okay. I'll level up later. Okay, I'm back, baby! Woo! Lightning round! What is it about, John? Oh,
Well, lightning round guy and everyone else, anyone knows that the first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
I am ready.
I'm ready too!
You don't get to help.
Okie dokie!
All right. Oof.
My boy Pete, who's your favorite rich person?
Oh, John. John, if I was to give that secret away, then it would be other people's favorite rich person. And then I wouldn't be a favorite of a favorite of mine, John. So let me just say, like my father always said to me, because I would always say, man, my buddy Johnny and Tyler, those guys live in these big houses over there. I wish we were rich. He said, son, we're rich in love. I was like, man, fuck love. I want money. I didn't say that because I was young, but I realized that. But then it was like, yeah, no, money's good. It just allows you to do things. If you can do things in other ways, if you can barter economy your way through life, or whatever, I don't know.
Well, that's lovely, my boy Pete. That is not the answer. That is not answering the question. So the question is, who is your favorite rich person?
Who's my favorite rich person?
Barter economy.
Well, here's the deal, John. When we all work together as a society, it's not, I wouldn't say socialism necessarily, John. I'd say it's more communism, the way that I think about it.
Because there's a dictator, and that dictator is you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm at the top of the goddamn food chain. This. You think I'm going to stand in line for shoes and bread? Oh no, John. No, I will not. But I think everyone else is character building. No. My favorite rich person, I would say. What's her name? For purely ironic reasons, what's her name? Megan, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, who's now an ex of an ex, because that thing. Love her.
Oh yeah, she took all the money and then she just gave it mostly away.
Right, and then married her kid's teacher and for less than a year, and then divorced him. I'm like, we're good. I'm like, get it, girl?
Yeah.
Fucking get it.
Doing it and doing it well.
Because at that point, I was like, man, I was almost a teacher. That means I could have almost married a billionaire, John. That means there's hope for us in the future. That's why you kids need to stay in school, get your education, become teachers, try to get billionaires on the rebound. It's a dream, the American dream, John.
I am actually making sure that we. Is it? No, hold on. X, not current. Is he married again?
Who?
Oh
Jeff?
yeah, no, it's Mackenzie Scott.
Mackenzie Scott.
Got credit, man. Yeah, if we're gonna say it, we're gonna say it.
Mackenzie Scott. As John likes to say, I'd buy that for $1. No, he likes to say, shout out to Mackenzie Scott.
Thanks, buddy. I was gonna do it, but I'm so glad you did.
You do you, girl. That's from John.
Right on, home girl.
No, I said get it. Get it.
My
That's
boy
for
Pete,
me.
who is your least favorite rich person?
John, so that's the thing. I would have to say, I would probably go Bezos. I'm still keeping the family. I'm taking sides in that divorce. I'm actively taking sides. I mean, we all used to party together. We went to the Hamptons, but now as you guys separated? No, I'm with Mackenzie. Sorry, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Team Scott.
100%. 100%.
All right, my boy Pete. Have you ever experienced crazy rich in your life? Have you ever been treated to an experience of just crazy rich?
Yeah. Yeah, like what I think, above and beyond, like
Yeah,
when I was
not a nice
working,
meal, but like crazy rich.
because I know I did nice meals and stuff with Pioneer when I was working for them,
Right.
but because that's back before they changed all the laws, and you could like vendors would come like, hey, you guys want to, you just like, oh, come on, we're going to go to this Michelin star restaurant, or like, I'm having them cater, come on, let's do this thing. Like, holy shit, no, or do you guys want to go on a trip? Like, yeah, okie dokie. Like, it was great. And there was laws against that. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Who's going to pander if the vendors can? That's all I'm going to say. But yeah,
How will I scratch my itching palm now? Come on.
Right. But sir, I've got a family to feed. They're all young and starving, sir. I've got to feed them.
Yeah, we've got a yacht between them.
I'm going to have to sell the boy, sir.
So what's the
is how Oliver was actually made.
You want more yachts? He wants more yachts.
Yeah, more.
So what was the crazy rich experience?
What it was with Pioneer, but it was through one of the heads of their company. I was good buddies with our marketing guy, and so I would go to a lot of the marketing things that I wasn't even supposed to go to. It was just like I was his drinking buddy, so I just, hey, what's up? And show up. I can keep conversation, and so he got to be friends with this dude outside of that, and we went to his place where it was his vacation home. He lives in Vegas, but he had a vacation home outside of Vegas. Like, what? And it was just like the party he was having was just like, holy shit. The people you saw there and like the things that were going on, it was just like, oh, do you want a gift bag? Do you want this? And I was like, but Dave's like, don't take anything. Don't take anything. Don't take. He's like, they know how many things are here. Like, I can't take anything. Don't take it. Bro, like, I got to put silverware back? He's like, no, you can take silverware. All right, cool.
They don't count that. They're not plebeians.
Yeah. No, but it was it was still not like Dubai Housewives of whatever. Dude, I'll be honest, I've been watching Housewives of Dubai. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Or Crazy Rich Asians, that movie that just showed the opulence and the decadence that can happen when you're just stupid rich.
Right. When people were, flying, they had helicopter landing pads, and people were helicoptering and like Eric, like, oh, do you need to go back? We'll take you back to the hotel real quick. Do you? Yeah, no, we'll fly you back there real quick. Like, oh my god, oh my god. Okay,
Awesome.
all right.
What would you do if you were part of the 1%?
Number one, I would not tell anybody. That would not be happening.
Actions speak louder than words, but keep going.
I would be living modestly. I would have different places, but I would give back a lot. But I would I'd be the hobo.
So you fly under the radar with all of it.
100%.
Okay. So give us a week of the life of my boy Pete, super crazy rich, under the radar.
Maybe first I'd go to down to the theater district where I've purchased like 2 of the blocks. I'd have my coffees down there at the coffee shop I own, but they still give me a side eye because they think I'm panhandling.
Mm.
Yeah, I would have a comedy club where I don't perform or do anything. I just have a club that I can sit in the back. I would have so between the theater district and the comedy club, and I keep them up in the same area, because fucking artistic fags. What are you gonna do, right?
Well, you don't want to be not green. You want to be like Ed Bigley Jr. and just ride your bike everywhere.
I don't believe in bikes. I'm walking.
As long as you don't segue.
No segues, no drivers, no anything.
I would love it if you owned a comedy club that you never were involved in. You would just go watch some acts, but then you'd go to other comedy clubs and try to get onto their open mics as a nobody, still like completely under the radar. But you have one that you could easily just like, hey, you know who I am, but no one knows because you're not involved.
I can be that. I can hone my heckling skills. I can heckle just enough from the bar, like, hey, you tone down, okay? Or I'll laugh too hard. I'll be the guy like, man, no one likes this guy.
Yeah,
that guy.
The bouncer knows your name, but not because you're the owner.
Right, this guy. And as soon as I get 86, the entire staff is fired, and the whole new staff comes on.
They don't know why.
We start the charade again. Comedians are like, where's Jimmy? Jimmy's dead. Why is he here? Who's he? He doesn't do nothing wrong. Boo, Attica. You're 86. All right. It's going to be the worst undercover boss ever.
Right. And like the revolution, it will not be televised.
At all.
Right on. Let's get this message.
That's a week. That's a week in the life.
3 firings and mostly other good stuff.
Right. 3 firings of an entire crew. So that's a crew of 8 people. I'm just saying, John, I'm shooting for at least 30.
I can get the front of house as well. I can have a whole crew, like people who are just like, oh, you're a valet. You're not part of this crew. You're fired too.
But not me.
You said how you felt in your fever dream, and sometimes I wish you were actually into like football/soccer because the chairman of that, he went shit, literally, and he was going so. I feel, and everything he was saying was offending someone. I feel gay. I feel like an ethnic minority. I feel like, and he was just like, shut the fuck up. And the problem is, you guys don't know what the hell I'm on about, so I could be dreaming about. I'm not dreaming about this, but.
It's a fever dream. It's a fever dream. Don't listen to what I'm saying.
No, but I think I feel like I've heard about it. I don't follow football like that, but I feel like I saw something about it where it was like the Blues Brothers, where he kept saying, he's like, ah, shit, penguin. He's like, whack, oh, fuck, shit, fuck, ball, shit. And she keeps hitting them both until they can't stop saying what they're saying. Every time she hits them, they say something else. Like,
it's a reaction.
Oh, I offended, yeah, I offended you? No, I feel like I'm, oh, shit, ah, fuck. I understand that. And like, I learned that early on in life. Sometimes, like, once you start digging a hole, like, sometimes just best to shut the fuck up. Like, literally, like, yeah, I'll walk away if I could. If I can't, I'll just be quiet here. Like, nope. No more. Can't get out of this one. Granted, John, once you get on the stereo streets, that whole filter is gone. You just keep talking yourself into a hole farther and further. Farther and further. Further and farther. John.
What, like Ken Kesey's Merry Pranksters, we're going to take this further. Let's do a shot and get into our first sequence subject. Second, what is it? 3, 2, 1. Segment.
Secular. Okay, folks. It's about time we have a drink. If you don't know by now, you know. Okay, but seriously, we haven't had a drink. No, we did. Okay, cheers, everybody. Let's start the segment.
Pink, cheers. Pink. But I raised it towards the computer for no reason, obviously.
Oh no, you need to.
That's nice.
There you go. Oh, look at those stony ass eyes.
Yeah.
Somebody's been drinking because they're no longer driving.
For those watching our YouTube live, at TwoSidedPod, TWO SidedPod, all one word, I just changed the picture to our lovely beachside hotel when we got home from a hard day of driving in a convertible. Look at those tan faces and those beautiful eyes.
How can you make some cool shit so weird, John? I love you, but man, you just wrecked our beautiful beach bungalow and our tan faces and our John. It makes it sound like we're on a fucking date. We're driving up the coast. Oh my God, we're on our honeymoon. No, motherfucker, we're not.
Do you know me? I'm touchy-feely, bro. I'm an artist.
No, I know you very well. And that, sir, is why it's like I hold up to everyone like, you're intolerant. I am not. Jonathan Peacock is one of my closest friends in the world. Look at that. You spend a day with him. See how you like it. I vacation with this motherfucker. That's tolerance.
Well, speaking of tolerance, we're going to talk about robber barons.
Okay. I'm a big fan. Ooh, I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
I consider myself kind of a robber baron in my earlier days because I was poor and I would rob to give to myself. So therefore, I'm like a modern day Robin Hood. That's untrue. That's untrue.
Well, speaking of that era, in medieval Europe, a robber baron, also translated from its original Germanic roots as a robber knight, Knight, Lancelot style, was a feudal landowner who charged great taxes and tolls to keep common folk from migrating through their lands. Beyond the tolls for travelers, robber barons of this time were even known to rob merchants, travelers, and those navigating their rivers, from simple highwayman robberies to taking the entirety of supplies, even the whole ship or whatever else the others were traveling in, or kidnapping wealthy travelers for ransom.
I was a highwayman, on a steel horse I ride, sword and pistol by my side. John, so good. Love that. Let's get together and sing each other's songs.
I very much did not think you would, but when I wrote that, I was like, oh man, highwayman. And you caught it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. You think I don't listen. John, I just tune you out when I need to, but I listen.
So in Germany, from which the title comes, the biggest period of this was 1250 to 1273 AD, when there was no emperor for the Holy Roman Empire. The primary location of this was the Rhine River in Western Germany, Europe's great riverway. By 1254, there was created a Rhine League by the agreement of over 100 cities in the area to rid themselves of these robber barons. And when an emperor rose to power in 1273, they used the tactics of this league to reestablish order in the region. This time was known as the Great Interregnum.
You were trailing off there. The great what?
Okay, so INTER, inter, REGNUM, interregnum.
Luferigno, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to see him when he hulks out. Interregnum.
Is that it? Interregnum?
Isn't that a pasta? If you get the fuselli and the capicola and a nice
it's tricolore.
Oh, bellissimo. Prego.
So, though less known, in England, there was a similar time of unrest 200 years prior to Germany's Great Interregnum. King Stephen of England was crowned in 1135 and remained king until his death in 1154. He was kind.
That's what his bro called him.
He was kind, not prone to punishment, and had mercy on the common folk. This, of course, could not be endured by those with power and land, especially by his cousin, who waged a civil war with him that eventually put her son on the throne as his successor. During that time, those with any amount of land were so...
Who was her cousin? So it's King Steve and like Princess Beth? Beth, yeah, don't be such a bitch. Steve, don't be so nice to the poor people. Man,
it's like Marco.
Beth. I'm telling you what, son. I see it now. That's going to be our new Netflix pitch. How King Steve lost it all by being too nice. Wait till season 2 comes out.
His Feast of Stephen. That's where messed him up. So during that time, those with any amount of land were so cruel in their acquisition of taxes that they tortured men and women alike, hanged them by their feet with a fire beside them to smoke them out, and even tied knotted tied knotted cords round their heads and twisted it until it entered the brain. Unquote.
Yeah. Okay, I get it, but they didn't understand, like, you can't get blood from the stone. Like, who would get hung upside down with smoke? Like, all right. It's in my left shoe. Who's gonna get to that point? Like, man, I know what happens. Like, just pay your fucking taxes. Or if you don't have it, what are the tax collectors and the robber barons thinking of? Like, you know what? I know he doesn't have it, but if I wreck his brain, he probably will get it sooner. No.
Yeah. A direct parallel to the Spanish Inquisition, right? They don't have a confession to give, but we will torture you until you give it, or some version thereof.
That's 100%. That's okay, because then you're getting a confession. You're getting like, oh yeah, this is great.
Oh, you actually get something. Okay.
You can't get a physical thing. Like you can't get blood from the stone. Like it doesn't behoove you. It doesn't help them. You're actually putting yourself in a worse position if you're trying to get a physical, tangible reciprocation from this person. If you just use like, yep, say uncle. There you go.
Right. The Inquisition, I was thinking at that moment that they were actually wanting information, but they didn't. They wanted words said. Say these words, say these words, say these words. Good, now kill him.
Same with Salem. I'm a witch. All right, fair enough. That's why, that's 101, John, all of my, all the classes that I teach, the TED classes of how to deal with interrogations from authorities. Number one, we go back to the Inquisition. We go to Salem. We just say, number one, you don't talk, because it's best to be silent and thoughtful than to open your mouth and prove you're a witch. You're a witch! It's very specific.
So So the Spanish Inquisition and the Salem witch trials were basically like the first MMO RPGs. Like they self-perpetuated. Like, give us more names. Great, we have more things to do. Awesome. Next level. Bum bum bum. Goody Parish.
What are you doing? I'm just farming for witches. You gonna give me this? Nah. I'm just gonna get some witches, level up, then I'll go out crusading. No big deal.
So this time in England was known as, quote, the anarchy.
What? It seems like a very specific level time. Like they had their shit together. Like, why is it anarchy?
Because it was all against the king. The king didn't want this, and they just did what they wanted. They ruled themselves, which anarchy is, many people think it's a complete lack of rules. What it is self-governance. And these rich people were self-governing the way they wanted with no consequence. And so that's anarchy, baby.
Right. No, that's like little did you know. I mean, no, you did know, but that's, we're warriors. They're anarchists. They're we live by our own rules.
Yeah.
Warriors come out and play anarchy.
So in the United States, we know the definition of robber baron to be, quote, robber baron is a socially disparaging term used to classify the U.S.'s prominent industrialists of the 19th century. Mark Twain called it the Gilded Age. These businessmen used unethical means to explore labor and did not heed to their needs. These tycoons targeted lucrative sectors like oil, textile, liquor, steel, and railroads. End quote.
Okay, I misspoke at the beginning because I was thinking robber barons was the. What was I thinking? What was the term? Like Robin Hood is not a robber baron. He's an anti-hero, but what steal from the rich, give to the poor. That's not a robber baron. Robber baron is.
Oh no, steal from the poor and give to the me.
Yeah. No, shit. Okay, bad reference early on. Okay.
I was wondering about that. That's why I kind of moved on.
Yeah, no, that's good. But now I'm like, okay, so what am I thinking? The robber.
The Merry Men.
Prince. No, Little John. That's not what I was thinking. Did I wrong you in a former life, John? That was a quote from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Anyway. Okay, sorry.
And unlike other Robin Hoods, I have a natural British accent. That was a quote from Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Right. Because the spoon, it'll hurt more, you twit. That was Prince of Thieves.
I can see. I can't see.
Hey, Marion. I'm Kevin Costner. That was Prince of Thieves.
I am Robin of Locksley. That was also Prince of Thieves. So these.
Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln. No, I said hey Lincoln, not Abe Lincoln. That was so
these free trade businessmen changed the face of entrepreneurship. But unfortunately, some used unfair means. Some relied on political connections, while others resorted to outright fraud. The term robber baron began to be used in the early 1870s to describe a class of extremely wealthy businessmen who used ruthless and unethical business tactics to dominate vital industries.
Okay, all right, like I get it. Like you gotta. All right, no, I'm still hung up on what the word is that I was looking for. Anyway, no, like, yeah, those guys are fucking assholes. Like there is no greater good, there is me good. And you sacrifice the people who help to get you there, and then no, we all know those assholes.
Right. The crazy thing is, they screwed over the poor, but they also many times screwed over each other, like completely destroyed each other in one fell swoop just because they could. And sometimes they benefited from it. Sometimes they didn't. Their adversary just went away into poverty and sometimes died because of it. It was like this was a ruthless period of American history. So, in an era with virtually no regulation of business, industries such as railroads, steel, and petroleum became monopolies, and consumers and workers were able to be exploited. It took decades of growing outrage before most flagrant abuses of robber barons were brought under control. In their time, they were often praised as visionary businessmen, but their practices, when examined closely, were often predatory and extremely unfair.
Yeah, no, that's okay. All right.
The big thing was the monopoly. If you had a monopoly on one thing, you were able to kind of absorb. It's, the bigger creature gets the smaller ones.
Right, 100%. Like if you're that kind, you can get your own board game. And like, I can do the hat if I want, or the race car. It's my game.
So the fear over the robber barons and their monopoly practices increased the public support of the Sherman Antitrust Act of 1890.
Ooh, that's a good one. But for the people, the people who are not aware of it, like I know all about it, but like just clue them in about that. The Sherman Act is ridiculous, John. Hit him with them facts.
Well, up until recently, it was a major anti-monopoly act that had a lot of authority to completely disintegrate one central power and therefore spread the power among a lot, which caused the supply and demand, which caused a fair market.
Right, 100%. That's exactly right. And then
in the early 2000s, the Supreme Court did kind of gut that a little bit and rolled back a whole lot of regulations.
Right. No, I mean, yeah. And they're like, we like board games, but not that much, is what they said.
I love that Monopoly was originally as like an anti-capitalist teaching tool, and it was completely sold in the capitalist realm, and none of that ever came through.
We're slow learners, John. We like games. We don't understand thematic gestures. What are you going to do?
If you're a socialist,
hotel then.
Go to jail. Go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yeah. Fuck your couch. Never should have given you money. This is the most aggressive board game I've ever played. I'm just doing what it says on the card.
Them's the rules, baby. Sorry.
Right. Bro, I have to tell you, because I know you're not like probably looking at the screen, but I realized my camera's here. I see where my camera is. But you have a split screen, so like your face is here now. So I keep on like looking at you and your fucking stupid smiling face. Like when I talk, like, isn't that right, John? Isn't that right? So
that's right, Pete.
Yeah. Look at him. He's like a ventriloquist. His lips don't even move. John, put on a new picture. I'm tired of this goddamn view. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you skip through the first part of the episode, you realize that John is just running through a slideshow of, God damn, that is a beautiful beard.
It's the before and after picture for you.
All right, look at that. And you said I didn't have a chin.
All right, enough dilly-dallying.
Okay, so I don't. Go ahead. Robert Barron, I was Robert Barron and you. I was doing my own good.
Economic theory says a monopolist earns premium profits by restricting output and raising prices. This only occurs after the monopolist prices out or legally restricts any competitor firms in the industry. However, there is no historical evidence that natural monopolies formed before the Sherman Antitrust Act. So it's saying basically it was all the robber barons up until then. It has been argued that these capitalist pioneers were the
what's that word?
Oh, I hate my dyslexia when antecedents is what I'm going to say. Antecedents of the organized crime that emerged in the United States during the Prohibition era. The robber barons transformed the wealth of the American frontier into vast financial empires, amassing their fortunes by monopolizing essential industries. In turn, these monopolies were built upon the liberal use of tactics that today are the hallmark of organized crime: intimidation, violence, corruption, conspiracies, and fraud. These men had unheard of power, even the most powerful businessmen today, like Bill Gates, Bezos, etc., have nowhere near the power these people had.
Right. No. And that's why we had to get them all on the Titanic and put that fucking iceberg right in their way, John, because we can get a couple of them, right? Unsinkable Molly Brown got away, but she's one of those new money folks. I think we can turn her. But the rest of them, they got to go.
Speaking of, let's look at some of those influential robber barons of the time. Andrew Carnegie. So Carnegie was a Scottish immigrant who moved to a poverty-ridden area outside of Pittsburgh as a child. He began working at the age of 13 in a textile factory. At 14, he became a telegraph messenger. This allowed him to meet many different business.
Look now, boy, I've got a message for you. I need to go long, long, short, short, long, 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 short, short. Listen, I'm dictating to you the whole time. Sorry. How does a Scottish telegrapher work? Anyway, I apologize. Sorry, John. Continue.
Probably with a lot of scotch. Carnegie. So this allowed him to meet a lot of different businessmen and make those connections. He was smart. He was promoted many times as he got older. Eventually, he was helping the federal government set up a military telegraph system, which played a key role in the Civil War. So during the American Civil War, Carnegie began investing in different businesses. These investments paid off. By the end of the war, he was very, very rich. He traveled back and forth between England and the US, selling bonds of American railroads and many other businesses. In England, Carnegie became fascinated by the steel industry and came to the conclusion that steel would be huge. He learned that he could
Look, I was just thinking, I like to steel a lot. And then there's an industry about steel. I've got to get in on it. That's my burr.
Nice Scottish burr.
It's cold in here. It's so cold. Sorry, go ahead. That's so dumb.
Well, you had something there because, robber barons love steel, anyway. He learned so much by...
It's not just... Oh, look at me. I'll make a triple entendre if you let me. Look now. Right now, I'll settle for a double entendre. Steel. I'll work on it. Remingtons? No, not that one. I'll get back to you.
He learned so much and went back to the U.S. And in 1873, he set up a company making steel rails. Due to numerous strategies, Carnegie managed to outdo the competition and became one of the wealthiest men in America, eventually the wealthiest.
Look at me now. I've got all this money. I sound like I want to put it in a big vat and dive in it. Like, I don't know, maybe a duck fellow I know. Let us swim in a big vat. Don't work harder, work smarter. That's what I learned from my old friend, Scrooge. No, that's not him. Sorry,
David Tennant.
Doctor Who? No, that's who I was remembering. Yeah, go on.
So this is a bit of a departure from the rest of them, so don't think this is a pattern. But late in his life, Carnegie made a shocking decision to give away $350 million, which was 90% of his wealth.
Right, but look what, you see who I had just married early on? Like I had a whole change of heart. You can't be this old and this greedy, this long. You find a nice lad, or you find whatever you need. And that's what changes you. You have a different outlook. I love you. Always have.
You're working on it. Anyway,
I know.
he wrote an article he entitled "The Gospel of Wealth," which encouraged wealthy people to give away their money. A wave of businessmen responded to this by donating large amounts of money. Not the robber barons, but many did. He quote, "A man who dies rich dies disgraced." This, as we know, was invigorated with Bill Gates and Murdoch,
Right, but
who
also that is the anyone who knows that's the first tenet of
no,
my boy Pete's cult is if you die rich, you die unhappy. So make sure you give it all to the cause. It costs a lot to keep these brands going. You know what I mean?
Cornelius Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt was a wealthy industrialist in the 19th century and one of the richest men in history. He was worth the
Oh,
equivalent of $250 billion in 2016 dollars.
of 2016. I loved his jeans.
Richer than the sums of both Bezos and Gates combined. He made his money by investing in the railroad industry, which saw rapid growth during this era. Known as Commodore Vanderbilt, he was ruthless and shrewd. When he died in 1877, he was the richest man in America. Cornelius didn't just build businesses, he built empires. Under his control was both a shipping empire and the railroad empire. Vanderbilt started off in poverty and had little education, but managed to learn everything he needed in order to build the largest shipping business in the world in only 4 decades.
John, I'm just doing a little backstory here on our old friend Cornelius. Where was he from? Where did he hail from? What
Oh,
region?
that would be the Northeast.
The
More
North.
specifically, New York.
Hey, hey. So listen. Hey, some people call me Cornelius. You can call me Mr. Vanderbilt. I like those jeans. I might have to take that idea. Anyway, I had this great idea for a TV show. It's called Succession. Anyway, follow me around the rest of my life for 4 decades and we'll get to the point of it. No, I don't know. Sean.
So this is the big shift. He had that shipping company, right? He saw how successful railroads were going to be, and he sold all of his ships to invest everything he had in that industry, and it paid off. He was among others labeled robber barons by the media, but turned his image around when he became a devoted philanthropist. Again, I got money to spend. I got money to shed.
But at that point, yeah, when you sell everything to invest in a new thing, you're a habitual gambler. I would like to know about what was whitewashed from his life. Like, if you do all of that,
Yeah.
come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
hey, another, put it all in black. Passenger 57, always bet on black, baby.
He did not give away 90% like the other one.
No, but he was a philanthropist nonetheless.
And a philanderer. J.P. Morgan is a man who made Carnegie the richest man in the world. J.P. Morgan asked Andrew Carnegie how much it would cost to buy his company, and Carnegie wrote down on a piece of paper the price of $480 million, the equivalent of $300 billion today, and Morgan paid it. He owned a third of America's railroads and 2/3 of America's steel. Morgan was so influential on Wall Street that when he died, the New York Stock Exchange closed for 2 hours in his honor. He was called on twice by U.S. presidents to save the nation's economy. Morgan was called both a robber baron and a captain of the industry, 2 very contradictory labels.
I like the idea of being called to save, like in the moment, like the nth hour.
Yeah.
Like, shit, what do we need? but not an economy situation. John, think of. Let's take a breath, because this is very, very educational. But let's get stupid for a hot minute. Think of situations where you need to call in to phone a friend. I need help with the economy. Oh my God, John, here we are. We're stuck. No, all of those things we can both handle ourselves. No, that we can also handle. No, John, apparently we're the people that people need to call. Apparently we get shit done, John. Okay, fair enough.
Hey, my boy Pete, how do you get to Carnegie Hall?
You got to go up 2 streets, make a left, go up 7 blocks. There's a practice hall over there. You practice your balls off. Once you're good enough, you get Carnegie.
You start a couple monopolies, boom,
Yeah.
Carnegie Hall.
Boom. You're a top hat one day, boom, you're a little dog the next. Hey, Carnegie Hall.
Speaking of those names, John D. Rockefeller is still famous today for his fortune and shrewdness as a businessman.
And his oysters. They are delicious, and thank you very much for those.
He owned Standard Oil, the largest oil refinery company in America, and controlled 90% of the oil in the U.S. Rockefeller owned a monopoly, and it made him more money than anyone before him. He was worth what would be today $392 billion. He was a genius. Yeah.
And Rockefeller Records, let's just give a shout out. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. He was still around today. Hip hop.
He, as a genius businessman, went to war with Vanderbilt and won. He was playing Vanderbilt and his competitor against each other and coming out on top of the process. So Vanderbilt did the unthinkable and struck a deal with the rival, Tom Scott, and put all of to pull out of all of Rockefeller's deals. If Rockefeller wanted to continue to transport his oil by railroad, he would have to accept defeat and let them win. But he would not be outsmarted, and instead had the genius idea to build a pipeline to transport his oil instead. This pipe stretched 4,000 miles long, and the innovation threatened to cut the railroads out of the oil business completely. Now, Vanderbilt was at the mercy of Rockefeller, and no other way around.
Yeah. You know what? You can suck it, Cornelius. That's Rockefeller style. You just been Rockefeller. Welcome to the pipeline, bitches. That's how oil moves from now on. Anyway, what happens next, John?
So we got Rockefeller. We got Vanderbilt. We got J.P. Morgan, the bank. We got a Carnegie, the Hall, and the that university. So other robber barons, Jay Gould, who paired with President Ulysses S. Grant and Boss Tweed to make a fortune and escape insider trading charges. We got James Fisk, who paired with Gould.
Well, I mean, but yeah, Gould, but also Boss Hogg. He also was after the Duke boys and never got them, John.
Terminations.
Yeah, them Duke boys better grow some wings and start flapping real big, or find a soft place to land. We'll be back in a moment.
So Fisk was looking to be the next Rockefeller until his life was cut short because of a love triangle gone wrong when he was shot in a hotel room. Charles M. Schwab.
Whoa. You bury the lead so often, John. I feel like your writing is good, but your editorial skills are for shit, my friend. He was going to be the next Rockefeller, but he was shot in a love triangle gone wrong. John, shall we dig in? I say yes, thank you very much. John, what research do we have on this? Was it like a true triangle? Was it like the woman between the men? No, yes. He was caught up and found in a hotel. Was it a tryst gone wrong? John, the inquiring minds need, I say, to know.
He was with the married woman and the husband came in and done shot him.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Lesson to be learned. That's why nobody fucks with married women, even if you have the handshake and the signature, because that's weird if you went that far. But otherwise, you just send dirty pictures and press things against glass like humans.
Right. Charles M. Schwab was another robber baron. Not much scandal or controversy of him. Marshall Field, yes, of the department store Marshalls. He made the first department store.
But his maiden name was Mrs. Fields, and hence the cookie company. So weird. Department stores, cookies companies, they're all in the same place. I sense a monopoly in the strip malls.
James Buchanan Duke, which I assume you don't remember, but we talked about a couple episodes ago when we talked about the cigarettes, because he made the first mass-produced pre-rolled cigarette. At one point, he was accredited for rolling 90% of America's cigs.
That's like Snoop's personal roller. A motherfucker's responsible for rolling 90% of the blunts in America in one day. I try my best, but I can't keep up.
Westinghouse, who, if not for him, we would never know the name Tesla.
Or have those great CDs for like 5 CDs for 1 penny.
That's right.
Westinghouse. Or the special you could already be a winner mailers that you get or used to get. Yeah. You could.
Yeah. With Ed McMahon, right?
No. That's totally different. Weston. That's Ed McMahon is totally different.
Okay, let's move on.
Move on. It's going to take me like a ton of breaks. So I'll get back to you. Go ahead.
John Jacob Astor in New York, we know.
Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name was my name too, John.
It's actually where it comes from.
We go out. The people used to shout, "There goes John
Jacob Astor, blah blah blah."
But I'm now Titanic hits you.
Astor Place is a both a memorial, a street, and a subway stop in New York.
In addition to a new Netflix series that's coming out, Astor Place. If you liked Melrose Place, you'll love Astor Place this season.
His fur company was considered the United States' first monopoly. Thanks, Astor.
Well, that's what beavers will do to you, man. That's what furs get you.
Andrew Mellon is one half of Carnegie Mellon University, and Leland Stanford of Stanford, and then, of course, Henry Ford.
God bless his assembly line. Okay, there's a joke here that's really off-putting. I'm trying to figure it out. No. Assembly line. Thanks, Henry Ford. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't have been topless wearing a mask working for those Colombian drug lords. Thanks, assembly line. No, that didn't.
Was this New Jack City?
Yeah. I am my brother's keeper, John. Tell him, Pookie.
Don't touch that wheel. Do not touch that wheel.
Fucking John. Oof. Robber barons. Am I right? John, yeah. Am I right? Oof.
Yeah.
But, okay. Good or bad, right. But I'm right.
Good or bad, but I'm right.
You get it. You read between the lines. You're Dante. I'm the Inferno. It wouldn't be a work of art without him. Same.
So we got a couple messages, and we're going to move on, yeah?
Oh, I can't wait. I'll hit him.
I'll hit him. I'll do it.
For a moment there, can I just ask, were you a rhinestone cowboy? I was just wondering. I'll take you for a fan, thanks.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. No, not really, but I do have the hat and the chaps to go with them.
Which is like the worst kind of like accent. You don't even put it an accent because they didn't even put it on. They just spoke as if they were just walking down the road. I mean, technically, you had Kevin Costner as some person, and then you had some guy from Scotland, and it was like, yeah, both your shit.
Right. Oh. You can take our culture, but you'll never take our accents. Oh no, Andrew, froze on.
Oh, you have almost the same beard. I just noticed that. I'm sorry. I'm high. I hope everybody's having a great fucking night. Love you guys.
Love you, girl. It's been a hot minute. I keep up. It's good to see you.
The true founding fathers of America. The ones who not many people know of. Very good show, guys. Very good show.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. That's the thing, man. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get when you tune in to Two-Sided. Because right now, we're about to get to the fun things. And that could be the most tragic topic you've ever heard in your life. Because we don't understand what fun and serious is. But it's going to be great, you guys. I promise.
In a crew, how many people honestly to get good? That's number one. Number two is, I kind of thought if some kind of financial who wants to be a millionaire. This is like, I am a millionaire. Call me bitch.
Oh, fucking see. Okay. No, that that was like one of those stupid, like, not like, oh, is that a flex? No. 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 But I was just like, all right, who are you gonna call when you like, all right. Okay, here's good ones, basic ones. Like, who can I call? Like, oh, my car, I fucking broke down. My car broke down, or I need you to come over and help me fix my car and get my car to a place where it can be fixed. And like, who can I call for car help? Who can I call for if I have to get, well, in this day and age, you don't anymore, but I was like, who can I call for a ride to the airport? Back in the day, I was like, who's your fucking hookup? I'm making a cake, or I'm making a meal. Who can I call for, hey, I don't know about this. Can you tell me this? Who's your cooking hookup? You know what I mean? My first things were like, all right, listen, we just finished a party and we need to clean up and make everything go away, whatever that means. Oh, yeah, we can help you. Listen, I have a person that may or may not be a past person, and I need to make it go away. Allegedly. And allegedly, we can help you. Allegedly. Like everything, I'm like, yeah. No, we can do that. But no, we can do the cooking, John. We could do no, we couldn't do the car.
Catering.
That's why I got AAA.
Catering.
We could do pandering, John. We can do pandering.
Bartending or bar drinking.
Pontificating or pontification, John.
Waiting intellectual.
Oh, we do digestives and aperitifs in that order because we don't believe in the normal pattern of firsts and lasts.
Yes, we do know what the each means. Yes, we do. Thank you.
That's why we juxtapose them. Oh, big words.
We can do juxtaposing.
Right? We can't juggle. Like I'm all thumbs over here.
And speaking of juxtaposing, that's going to lead us to our next lightning round.
It's time to get down. I didn't think you called me back, but it's time to get down.
We did not call him back.
I heard the lightning. I brought the thunder, baby.
You just gotta let it go. You just gotta, let the chips fall where they may, as they say.
That's what I said. If you want to gamble a little bit.
Nope. We're gonna get on the show.
Bye, lightning round guy.
All right, fine.
You got to work on his intros and exits, John. I don't understand him, and I don't understand what he brings to the show. Somehow he stays here. It's kind of a weird through line today. I'm not sure how it benefits anyone. Yeah,
so this lightning round segment is one of your favorites and mine. That's right. It's accented answers. I'm going to give my boy Pete some questions. May or may not be the exact ones that I gave him before, but I will also give him an accent in which to answer said questions.
Oh, no. Okay.
And by the accents he's used so far this episode, this is going to go great. I know.
It's going to be. Oh, my God. So good. You guys. Thanks for tuning in. We are the Two-Sided. We are here every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. If you hit that link above us, you can see our Spotify channel that goes live every Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. If you can't catch those, we are on. Oh, no. I said Spotify. We're on YouTube's right now live. You can't catch the YouTube's live. Oh, mea culpa. We are on the Spotify, the Apple Music, the Amazon Music, the Apple Pod, the Fans Only, the Farmers Only, the Patreon, the anything you want, we have there. Okay, John.
If you are listening to us on Spotify and you just thought to yourself, wait, this is happening live? Am I in a fever dream? You might be.
You silly son of a bitch. Hang on to your butts. We're about to get real.
Hey, British, my boy Pete, who's your favorite rich person?
John, when I think proper British, I would have to say, it's not even proper British. Listen now, listen, John, I'm the transporter. I have all the money I want. No, right, here we go. I would have to say, back in Jesus Christ, back in rich love, savior of souls, back in King of all kings, Jesus Christ, final answer. Oh, no. Fine. Fuck!
Yeah, final answer, man, final answer. All right, so Irish, my boy Pete, who's your least favorite rich person?
Oh no. Look, John, the least favorite rich person ever that I ever saw, I would have to say Jeff Bezos. He's a real fucking cunt. I don't like him, no. It's those eyes out. Gets you every time. Right?
Matt, see, I talk too long. Everything goes Australian. Apparently that side of the hemisphere is a little more heavily weighted. Oops.
Canadian, let's get back to ours. Our side of the hemisphere. Canadian, my boy Pete, have you ever experienced crazy rich in your life?
John, and there's sometimes, John, I have, John. There's a couple times when I was working in the old maple, they call it the old Serps factory. Oh yeah. And we went up past the Moose Lodge. Oh, it was so good. Oh, here's the deal, John. I don't know what this is all about, but it's going poorly. and they think I'm a poorer man for it. So, oof.
That was for a little bit your best one so far, and I was going to make the reference, but actually it's still apt. So that was like me singing a karaoke song, trying to find the pitch, getting it, doing really good for a lot of it, and then pushing it at the end and just going right off the rails.
Well played, sir. I understand you're all too well the reference you're making. Yes. I see the reference and I agree. All was well until we flew too close to the sun.
That's
Easy
right.
there, Icarus. Should have used this goddamn beeswax. Should have used something else like glue or something to higher temperature. This is ridiculous.
And finally, United States Southern, my boy Pete, what would you do if you were part of the 1%?
Oh man, I'll tell you what right here, John. What I'd do, I'd get me one of them big ass trailers. You seen them, you know, like when the Garth Brooks tour comes to town. I'd get one of them big son bitches and I put it on a houseboat and I take that houseboat everywhere. I don't want to use the gas mileage on the trailer, but I'd have the houseboat and then just float around, man. I do a lot of fishing. I do hunting for fish. You know what I mean? Also, I'd like to give back to the community. So I'd set up a GoFundMe for, I don't know, man. I just got that far. I'm thinking I heard that word and I was like, I'm trying to be cool with my money, but I would fuck shit up. Anyway, y'all know anyone who can get crystal? All right, call me. I think that was my best one.
That was by far your best one, man.
So bad, allegedly.
I picked easy ones for you this time. I was shocked.
No,
I was chagrined.
No, I know. But John, here's the deal. Like, I really let everything go. Like, I feel like I'm kind of Samson. Like, the shorter the beard and the hair get, the stupider I become. I just
the less you know.
It's an upside down rainbow.
All right, we got a message, and then we're going to jump into our final segment.
Giddy up.
The great old days of the Moose Lodge, yeah. Yeah. Actually, so many fun times I've had at the Moose Lodge, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the luau's, yeah. The food was so delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get to the pig. Get to the pig. Yeah. Don't forget the boy.
Apple. Get to the apple.
Yeah. Hey, yo. Is there a luau happening around here? No, there's no luau for you. Hey, yo. Adrian, there's a goddamn pig roast in here.
I don't know, Pete. That's pretty sly. Let's do a shot and talk about.
Pray for the best, hope for the worst. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for listening. Folks. I see you're pouring.
I see.
And I'm still raising it to the freaking computer.
Bing.
Cheers, everybody.
Time to change the picture. Cheers. Yeah, that's your game. Every time you do a shot, you change your picture.
There you go. Well, speaking of changing the picture, we're going to talk about Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award.
Okay. I'm with you. Walter Payton, NFL player. Okay.
Yes, but specifically about the award, right? Yeah.
I'll let you get into that.
I will. I just want to know, because this is something I've been wanting to do for a little bit. It's coming up, the announcements of this year's recipient. What do you know about the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award?
I know that a lot of people do it. It starts with good people giving back to the community and like people doing things from the heart, but then it gets to people who are trying to do mea copas. It's trying to people who are trying to better their image for different things. Their agents trying to get them to do it. It got a little bastardized, but it's still for the greater good. It's like, you know what? I'm with it. Are you lighting fireworks just to celebrate?
Don't worry about that. That was just a Roman candle. We're good.
All right, fair enough.
Crap. If I suddenly go and then stop talking, that means I've been electrocuted. And send help. Jeez.
That's awesome.
And yet my video's off, so no one can see it. Awesome. The time I die on two-sided is the time no one will be able to witness it. It would have been such a great death, but it was off camera.
Now, the whole thing is it sucks because if you go on your own terms, you're taking away my joy. I have a whole thing planned out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, from the NFL website, quote, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award recognizes an NFL player for his excellence on and off the field. The award was established in 1970. It was renamed in 1999 after the late Hall of Fame Chicago Bears running back Walter Payton. Each team nominates one player who has had a significant positive impact on his community.
Yeah, there's some good people, you know, like I feel like with the criteria they set forward, neither one of us would qualify for a Walter Payton award, John.
I would agree.
We would get more Walter Payton concussions, but maybe not the awards.
So, representing the best of NFL, this is continuing the quote, of NFL's commitment to philanthropy and community impact, 32 players are selected as the team's Man of the Year and become eligible to win the national award. The winner of the award each year receives $250,000 donated to that winner's charity of choice. All of the other 31 nominees receive up to $40,000 donated to their charity of choice. All donations are courtesy of the NFL Foundation and are nationwide. End quote.
Which is really interesting because if you look deeper, their first draft said NFL is committed to the philandering of our players. Mm-hmm. So we support any sort of, no, I'm not even going to go there, but they had to rework it and they went philanthropy and they went that whole direction. So
it was the best decision they ever made.
Right. Philosophically, I agree.
So this year, they put out a statement of that fans are encouraged to participate in the nationwide's 8th annual Charity Challenge, a social media campaign designed to support and promote team nominees. They can vote by Twitter using, it doesn't matter because it's already over, so I'm not even going to say it. But what it is you pump up the volume, you get really into it, and your fans get into it, and they vote, and you get $25,000 if you're the winner, and some runner-ups also. So the nominees get an additional this. It was just recently, like this week, as of this recording, awarded Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, marking the 3rd year in a row their nominee won this side award. So good on them. Good on Kansas City, good on the supporters and the fans, and good on Patrick Mahomes for getting that. So that's not the Walter Payton. This is a side award purely just to raise more money.
It's social media award.
Yeah, totally.
It's people, so you're going to be clickbait. It's like, see where these 10 celebrities are now. You won't believe these pictures. Clickbait. Vote for your favorite Person of the year, football style, clickbait.
And funny enough, middle of America has the strongest clickbait fans the past 3 years running.
Bro, 100%. I don't, right? Yeah.
So the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award itself focuses on players who give back to their communities. The process involves every team having the nominee, and then the ultimate winner has gone to an extreme level to provide for their community in some way, whether through charity or through direct action. Many times, especially recently, it's been more focused on direct action with the sidebar of charity, because back, like you were talking about, there was a while where it was, agents trying to give their players mea culpa, so throw a whole lot of money at it, and that'll show that you gave the most charity, but charity is just money. And so direct action has been a big focus to self-correct. Charity's still there. You can't just like, hey, I'm hanging out at this high school, give me all the money. Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Because that's community service, court order or otherwise. If you approach it with the right attitude, the right PR, it still has the same outcome. I'm just saying. Devil's advocate, just let you know.
Right. So the award is named after the late Walter Payton in honor of his own legacy for giving back to his community. He won the award in 1977 during his time with the Chicago Bears. The first winner in 1970 was Johnny Unitas, back when the prize was simply known as the NFL Man of the Year award.
Unitas. All right. Okay.
So who was Walter Payton?
And where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, you guys? If we can answer those two questions by the end of the night, I feel like we've accomplished something. So, John, you go first, and then I'll go second.
Are we going to do this a cappella?
Where in the world is
Walter Payton? Yeah.
Yeah. See, John, I knew if you took a deep breath, I know you'd get to it. God bless your soul. And that is why we're going to take the shit on the road, buddy. That's why. Good on you.
Born July 25th, 1954, Walter Jerry Payton, nickname Sweetness for his entire life. Sweetness. Was a star running back for the Chicago Bears, establishing multiple records and earning 9 Pro Bowl selections during his Hall of Fame career. Also known for his charitable work, Payton succumbed to bile duct cancer on November 1st, 1999.
Yeah, no, are you going to go through his football career or just his life?
I'm going to focus a little bit more on his life. I have some sides on the football, so if you want to fill in on things that you're wanting to say, please do.
Oh no, okay. I'll let you go. I'm gonna let you finish.
So, from Columbia, Mississippi, Payton first began to attract national attention as a halfback at Jackson State University, making the starting lineup his freshman year in '71. He was selected for All-American team, named the Black College Player of the Year in 1973 and 1974.
Fucking horse shit, bro. 73, 74. We're still at this point in life differentiating between players. Like, I get it when you say offense and defense. I get that. I'm with that. If you're saying kicker, okay, or special teams, okay. You want to be as specific as a motherfucking punter, okay. But John, it just hurts my soul.
Yeah.
That at that point in life, if you look back at how many amazing players we have in the NFL who you didn't understand the stigma of, you were still under. Like, oh yeah, you're a player and you're this, but like, oh no, you're one of the black players. Like, and I don't know, man. Like,
well,
now it's
so much of it, because the other one was College Player of the Year. which was always given to a white player. So they did it because sometimes, in fact, more and more, many times, the black college player of the year was better than the white college player of the year, but they still wanted to give the recognition and make a differentiation that was separate but equal, quote unquote, so that the white guys could say, he's not better than me. I got the one award. I got the one without the little asterisk.
So they didn't have to give. So they didn't have to snub a white guy. Exactly. That was what their whole thing was. And
exactly
that bullshit, man. Like, I'm so.
Yeah, because he was so amazing. I'm just gonna say he actually earned the college player of the year in 73 and 74. They just had to give it a little label and give some white kid who was not as good as him another award to make him feel better.
I gotta look that up and see who that is. That's some bullshit. But yeah, no.
And
it doesn't matter. Like at this, anything that's. No, sorry. If you want to compete in something, you compete in something.
Exactly. Yep.
You're good at it, you're not good at it. Doesn't matter.
Yep. It's like
unless you want to do a dick measuring contest with a person who doesn't have a penis, like that's impossible. You can't do that. But otherwise,
well, you can, and you have a measurement on one end and you have NA on the other.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so I guess the results are inconclusive. We're gonna have to go back to the old Rochambeau.
Which means hers still might be bigger than yours.
Right? I'd say her. I don't know who you're coming from. I said that person.
I'm just saying, when Lucille Ball and Gilda Radner were called some of the greatest female comedians of the 20th century. They were some of the greatest comedians of the 20th century.
Yeah. So that whole thing of like, and you look at even sports players, like you look at fucking, yeah. Granted, you can't go and box, like physical thing, but like at the same time, like, okay, you can compete if it's in any other category that's not just like, yeah.
Right. If you're in, you're in, and you should be treated as such.
100%. You are, or you're not.
Yep.
There ain't no such thing as halfway
criminals.
Halfway criminals, John. That's right. When I say we're so close, we finish each other's
sandwiches.
Exactly. And that's why we are the two-sided pod.
So, in his 4 years at Jackson State, Payton rushed for more than 3,500 yards and scored more than 450 points, showing fans and opponents alike just what a versatile and talented player he was. Off the field, he showed his interest in helping others, studying education with an emphasis on working with the deaf.
I believe it's pronounced deaf, John. My grandma always said, "Are you deaf?"
I'm sorry, I only read it. It's like run like the wind, right? Is that correct? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. If you think differently, you must be deaf.
So, known for both his speed and power, after being drafted in 75, he rushed for a single game record of 275 yards in 1977, finishing the year as the league MVP. In the 85 season, he helped the Bears post a 15-1 record and win the franchise's first Super Bowl title the following January. He retired in 1987.
The Bears. Hey, thanks so much, Payton. That's a great game you had up there. Okay. Stop. I got nothing here, Don. Also, I think I got cancer. Oh, no, that's just a heart attack. Go Bears.
Was that a baker's dozen for you there?
Yeah. Oh, I'm working on it. Oh, there's a 14.
That's the thing. I get ribs, little riblets, like just jammed down, mainly in the gullet, and they get stuck down here. Anyway, I'll see you guys at the game on fucking or Thursday this week. Yeah, okay. Go Bears. Go Bears. Nope.
So after retiring, he explored, as many do, smart ones do, business opportunities in several fields: real estate, restaurants, race cars. But living up to his nickname, hey,
wait.
What's it? Oh, yeah.
You're like, as say your big three again, because the third one hit me hard like a ton of bricks. Just say this again. I'm gonna take umbrage. Just say the three and like say the last sentence. Give me the hot rundown.
He explored opportunities in several fields, including real estate, restaurants, and race cars.
Race cars, the big 3 R's. Restaurants, real estate, race cars. I saw RRR on Netflix, and John, it was delightful. And I feel like that's where this is going. So I'm ready to have the musical interlude anytime you're ready, buddy. But race cars.
And now for an intermission. Intermission over!
Moving on.
So, living up to his nickname. Hey, my Bo Pete, what's his nickname?
Sweetness, baby. Call him Sweetness.
Sweetness, baby. Yes, Sweetness. Living up to his nickname of Sweetness, he spent much of his time working to make life better for other people, primarily through the efforts of the Walter Payton Foundation.
Right. He was the inventor of Equal. Some people don't like sweet love and they can't handle sugar. He said, I'm bringing the sweetness to the table and we all equal this motherfucker. Isn't that right, John?
That is 100% correct. And Payton was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 93. And 94, he was named NFL's 75th anniversary all-time team. Walter Payton named to the NFL's 75th anniversary all-time team. Walter Payton.
Oh, so does that mean that you get to select that when you're playing Madden 2023?
Yes. Right. Yeah.
All right. So I just need to know the team I'm selecting to get Payton as my fucking go-to guy, or at least a backup. All right.
75th anniversary all-time team, man. So the award, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, established in 87 as his namesake, is presented annually to the top player in the football championship subdivision of. I'm sorry, this is a little off.
Take a deep breath.
I'm gonna take a little bit. Yeah,
we're all here for you. Let's all take a breath. Let's all pour a shot. Because we're gonna talk about subdivisions in a hot minute. We're gonna talk about like HOAs. When my homeowners association talked to me about my subdivision, John, I had to take a breath and a shot too. So here's the deal, buddy. We're here for you. We're a community. We're not an anarchy. However, we're kind of an anarchy. Giddy up. You get it. Time to drink like nobody's business. That guy, pretty cool, because he ignored us most of the time we got rowdy. Anyway.
For those looking at our YouTube live, you'll know what he means.
Get it.
Cheers.
Everybody, cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Bing, bing.
Cheers, computer.
I bet you money that someone is watching on the YouTubes and is texting things to us. And if not, then I don't know. Anyway, but I was saying, make sure you look at that. But don't do it if your computer crashes.
I don't want to touch anything, but I did see Spawn and Nunya, both of them throw some shout outs. So shout out right on back.
Okay, yeah, we're not touching things. We're all technical difficulties. We had to fire our engineer because he was not performing his duties correctly. We also didn't define what the duties were, so therefore we argued about what they should entail. So therefore, we fire everyone. Anyway,
Yeah.
We're working on that.
I just like the double entendre of duty, and apparently that written into the contract was not great for anyone. Anyway.
It's all about spelling. John, stop using duty all throughout the contract. Even in the signature. Stop it!
But what does the notary do? His duty.
Right. Okay, all right. Who's your favorite character in Greece? Don't even say it.
Sandy.
I knew it. Wait. Okay, fair enough. She's beautiful. I love it. Tell me more.
Am I Australian? So let's take this again. The Walter Payton Award, established in 19. No. This is a different award. Okay. This is what messed me up. Not the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. The Walter Payton Award, established in 1987, is presented annually to the top player in the football championship subdivision of college football. End of sentence. There, I did it.
Here's the deal. I'm going to go one better, because the Walter Payton Award is given to the best Pee-wee football annually in the best subdivision in the local community. Walter Payton. End of sentence.
So this is something I found out in the research, that there's even a college version of it. But when I wrote it, I might have been a little drunk last night, and I was trying to self-correct in a horrible way.
Oh, I can't wait for this. I'm not even going to check you, I promise.
So Payton, during his final year of life in 1999, while suffering from the rare liver disease, was credited to awakening national interest in organ donation. So he was true to form up to the end.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, whatever you're invested in, whatever your platform is, like I'm 100% with you. Like, you dive in. Like, it's a personality. Like, I do this. I live here. This is the community I'm in. I play football. This is how I fucking play football. Oh, I got an organ issue. This is how I roll with that.
Right.
Like, it's your mindset. It's your mindset, bro. It's hard to not get sucked down. And it's like, that's someone who's always riding on the surface. You know what I mean? Like, oh, life throws this at you. I'm like, cool. Boom, boom, boom. I'm goddamn man of the year. Boom, boom, boom. Like, it's like how you handle the shit. Like, do you grow a beard and fuck off up the coast? No, sir. You buckle down, you shave your shit, you get back to work.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What I really like is, it was in his youth, he saw this and saw that he had a voice and a platform through being known in college football and then the NFL, like as a superstar of his day, and the money, especially the money. He made investments to get even more money, and he had that voice, he had that platform, he had that money, and he used it all the way to the end. He didn't break his stride.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Oh no.
Oh no.
I got to keep on Payton.
Yeah, he didn't get lazy. He didn't get fat, rich, and lazy. He was like, no, we're doing this. Oh, I'm dying. We're still doing this, and I'm gonna raise awareness on this, and also how you can donate organs. Like, he boom, everything. What can I help next? What can I help next? Who can I help next?
Giddy up. Here's the deal. Let me ask you this: if I got a terminal thing, if I already start off fat and lazy, could I get rich and be a different person? I'm just asking. What would it take? Nope, because I already got 2 out of 3, baby. Woo! I'd like to phone a friend on that rich shit. Woo!
Well, the unfortunate thing is that, according to American history, many times you start out fat and lazy, and you do end up rich. Still fat and lazy and not doing anything, but yeah, that still comes.
Man, that's bullshit. I'm 2/3 of the way there, and I'm still going to be all the way there once I get there. No, got to figure out that.
So the year after his death in 2000, because it was known and he had been doing so much, Chicago opened the Walter Payton College Preparatory High School, one that serves underrepresented students of Illinois.
It also serves a fucking mean Italian beef.
You want that
Welcome
Chicago
to
dog?
Chicago. Hey, oh, the dogs. So I had some Italian beefs at the. We serve a lot of people. John, no, you can edit that out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's horrible, bro. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, you know, the Chicago dogs that has the no, never mind. Keep going.
No, cover for me. Keep going. Make it worse so people don't know. John, act.
Pickles, tomatoes, onions. Nothing. Okay, with a track record, this is the high school of alumni going on to Tulane, Brown, Princeton, Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Dartmouth, Howard, Cornell, Columbia, and other top-tier universities.
And other, like, I like how you named 17,000 and then just said, like, I probably missed 2, so I said, and other. You could have said 3 and said, and other. Bro, I get it. Name dropping is in your blood, but come on, man. We got shit to do tonight.
If our audience only knew the top 3, I might have stopped there. But holy crap. Like, these are people who may not have had the chance to do it, just not because of their ability, but just because of where they were in life. And this high school is allowing them to have that platform, like he had, to go on to those great places.
Right. And you know, that, because that's the thing. It's like, if you have the drive, but you don't have the opportunity, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You have to even get your hustle on even harder to find that platform, right? Yeah. And then you have to find your moral compass along the way, because it's a lot easier to find your way to the top or to a platform if you do it the wrong way. It's so much easier. But if you do the right way, fucking team up with a ginger for a podcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Lord only knows it's a rough road, but we're going to get there. Walter Payton, I'm going to give you a run for your money, pal. Allegedly.
So it was, this is literally as of yesterday from this recording, announced that some of Walter Payton's memorabilia will be auctioned off for charitable causes next month, February of this year. From the NBC Sports article, the items up for auction run the gamut from big-time awards like Payton's 1985 Offensive Player of the Year award to his 1985 NFL Player of the Year trophy to throwback jerseys and game balls. Part of the proceeds from sales will go to the Walter and Connie Payton Foundation, Jarrett Payton Foundation, and NFL auction charities.
Ooh, that's so good, man. Like those, it's going to be such a high. I was like, no, man, fuck the balls. It'd be great to have a jersey. It'd be great to have a trophy. Like, but can you imagine how much those are going to go for? Ridiculous. It's like
rich people funneling their money to this, which is amazing. Amazing.
For a good cause, because you've seen the auctions and all the other shit that is not for a cause.
Yeah.
When they auctioned off all of the vehicles for
Mad Max.
Fucking Mad Max. Bro, yeah, we could have owned fucking Doof Wagon. I was like, if we put your computer up there that's malfunctioning and hook you up to a bunch of bungees and like make you try and reboot up there, it's going to be beautiful.
I would be a ship's mast.
Just saying.
So, quote, it has been 35 years since my husband Walter left the playing field, completing one of the most distinguished careers in the history of NFL, said Connie Payton in a statement about these auctions. There are many items which we continue to cherish along with the countless memories from Walter which we hold dear with our family. We have decided to share a portion of the memorabilia from his career with the fans who passionately supported him during his time playing in the NFL. Walter's legacy on the field and philanthropic efforts off the field continue to provide a guiding light for our family. End quote.
I believe it's pronounced phallic.
That's a subject they're not auctioning. They're not auctioning those things.
Well, we'll have to wait for that auction later on. Foreclosures on. No, that's it's good that, you know, because of all the philandering that he did. Nope, that's not true.
Nope.
It's a film. He was a philanthropic.
Yeah, say that one 3 times fast.
Philanthropic. Philanthropic.
So fast.
Liquid.
Road.
Are you guys high too? You're going 4 miles an hour.
So these days.
So dumb. So dumb. Shout out to anyone who gets that reference. That was on you, John. I blame you for making me say things like that.
Limit. Active NFL players these days now get to wear a patch on their uniforms after winning the award. This past season, J.J. Watt, Calais Campbell, and Russell Wilson were the current active players with this honor and proudly displayed their patches to prove their excellence in doing well both on and off the field. Picking just one winner can sometimes be hard, so the NFL has gone with multiple winners on several occasions. Not a lot, but it's happened even since the 80s, I think. The first time it happened, I'm sorry, nope. I just contradicted myself. The first time it happened was in 2000, when Derek Brooks and Jim Flanagan won the award.
Okay, John, that gives me such a new outlook and idea, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Sweetness, for all the things you've brought to the table at this point. Because when I start my cult, John, right, the first thing is we don't brand everybody. Yeah, that's a level. You get to be branded once
it's an honor.
Certain. Yeah, right. You get to wear it on the field of battle or wherever. Your Lord and Savior, my Lord and Savior, my boy Pete directs you to go. Am I right or am I right? Thank you very much. You can find your robes at the door. Also, if you do all of your work, your side jobs, you marry your ketchups. Sorry, that's it. Everybody loves a good restaurant joke, right? Anyway, know your audience, John. But yeah, work your way up. Get the brand. There's something to achieve. This is how. This is how. Oh my God! I can't believe I'm spacing out. Pink Cadillacs, Peggy Lee. They sell makeup. Arnold Lee.
Amway.
Nope. Come on, John. That's the movie. Fuck you. Oh shit. Pyramid scheme. You buy makeup from the thing. Once you get to a highest level, you get the pink Cadillac. John, this is behind the curtain too much. When you see the brain malfunctioning, I'm giving way too much away of how slowly this mind is degenerating.
The Amway, the makeup of Amway. The I said Amway, and you were like, no. So I'm trying to give you something else. All right.
Do you get a Pete Cadillac? Okay.
Avon calling.
Avon.
So I just realized the award was given, and I'm not looking at anything right now. The award was given in the 70s to two players, but that was the NFL Man of the Year. When it was renamed, the first time it was given in 2000. The next time was 2006. Drew Brees and
Brees.
Oh crap! Tomlinson shared the honors. The year 2016 was the most recent instance of shared award by Larry Fitzgerald, whoop whoop, and Eli Manning, baby Manning. This year, the Cardinals nominated Zach Ertz, traded to them this season from the Eagles, and the Seahawks nominated Tyler Lockett. Neither of them made it to the final round of voting for this award. I just throw that out because they may or may not allegedly be my and my boy Pete's teams, allegedly, respectively, allegedly. The NFL players strive for excellence on the
Mary Kay, son of a bitch.
There it is.
That hurt my feelings on so many levels, and I had to get it out. Mary Kay. Mary Kay, fuck a couch. Mary Kay. Go ahead, John.
So
oof, I'm back.
The big thing that they want to get is the postseason and ultimately the big goal of winning the Super Bowl. But for those who do not play the game, seeing a player win the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award may mean more than any Super Bowl success. This is, I'm so glad that it actually is honored as a great thing. So when J.J. Watt came to our team last season, it was a big deal. I'm sorry, the Cardinals went to the Arizona Cardinals, which I have no affiliation with whatsoever. There you go. When he went there, I didn't know how good of a player, person he was, but he went there, and I learned that he was that, and I was like, "What is that?" And I looked into it, and he is really great. And he just retired, and to the very end, I was seeing some awesome things that he just cares. And so many players who are nominated, especially those who win, are whatever. I'm not even. It's really ultimately a great thing. And you said yes, there was some trying to use it as a spin, as a mea culpa, as a try to get back into the good graces, and they self-corrected to not allow people with a lot of money throwing at it to say, hey, I'm now a good guy, I'm sorry. They really look at it as a whole with the the direct action, like JJ Watt has done, like Larry Fitzgerald has done, in so many direct ways. It's a beautiful thing. So that's it. That's what I learned while doing this segment that I've been wanting to do for about half a year.
Hey, buddy, you did a great job. And I feel like everyone who's listening still also thinks you did a great job. Oh, see, here's the deal. I get lulled into a sense of security, a false sense of security. It's like, oh, you're slurring your sweet speech. God damn it, you know what I'm trying to now? I've listened to Julie's. She's put her posts out. She's a better publicist than you are. Publicist.
Most people are. Yeah.
Publicist. Philanthropist. Publicist. See that, John? Oh,
we are done. I went through all 7 of them. We're back at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. We saw that. We're all viewers of what happened. But here's the deal. I realized you're so much better at being inebriated than I am. I mean, not really. No.
Thank you.
I mean, I hear myself, I'm like, wow, that's why you don't need to talk. If you just shut the fuck up all the time, like you just slur everything. Like, I know, wow. Maybe you have not been on stage in too long of a time, and you need to get your diction back.
I could hear it.
Woo!
It's
Welcome
coming back.
to the party. Welcome to the party, motherfuckers. We're here all night. Too savage. See, and there I go that.
Welcome to the party, Emmer Effers. I am talking to the last end of the audience.
Wow. Thanks, John. I appreciate your I can't even say Emmer Effin. Emmer Effin.
It rolls off the tongue, my boy Pete. So we're going to get to some messages, but before that, the sources for this episode of Two Sided have been, first segment, wallstreetmojo.com, ThoughtCo, Investopedia, Britannica, Escify.com, and HistoryThings.com. Second segment, the NFL, SportsKita.com, CBS Sports, NBC Sports, KMBC.com, which is Kansas City's local thing about all that good stuff. Biography, Britannica, and the Walter Payton College Prep website, WPCP.org.
Good on you, John. I'll be honest. My research and my this week has been lacking, so I don't have any references. I just have been shoot from the hip, John. I think it's a mea culpa to the world. And also kind of like I've come into the confessional. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
All right, dude. On the count of 3, hit the gas. Yeah. 500 horsepower. Yeah. Of American muscle. Hit that pedal, buddy. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All the G-forces, buddy. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
That's great. American muscle gives you every time.
Could you feel the power? Could you feel the power?
Crazy.
Well, you could definitely feel the power when you're on the Two-Sided Podcast.
Yeah.
With Pete.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Boom 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 boom.
Get
ha,
it.
Ha, yeah.
Get it now. Get in the car.
You need to go American muscle car.
I have no idea why, but I have the biggest urge to get some cherry neighbor pants.
I do not blame you. I do not blame you.
Again, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, fuck off. I want to try and buy some Joey Boot photo pants.
It's 6 in the morning. See, that's the thing. John, we gotta. All right, we're gonna do a fundraiser for the children. I don't know, but we have to say that. That's why we have to. Anyone who asks, like, it's a fundraiser for who? The children. Why do you have to do a show at? What's a good time? I was gonna say 4 a.m. That's in the morning show, but we'd have to make it good for fucking people over there. Like, we have to do it like at 2 p.m., right? No? I don't know, man. Fucking, I don't do across the pond very well, John. You know me. Julie.
You said John is so much better at being inebriated. And he goes, Thank you. Oh man, this is a joy.
See, and that's how you stay up all night to drink with the two sides. I'm not trying to say anything about you. I'm just saying someone sets an alarm. You're a friend from over the pond, but it's going to take a lot of work to get there. Julie, tell me more.
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
The tongue, the teeth, the tip of the lips. Yellow leather, red leather. Yellow leather, red leather.
You know you need unique, New York.
Fuck yo couch, fuck yo couch, fuck yo couch. Sorry, that's a new one I'm trying out. Turns out I'm sober.
My boy Pete, is there anything from this episode that you would like to take a second glance, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion at? This is my boy Pete's Retraction Corner.
Well, John L. Peacock. First of all, I would like to most likely retract 4, perhaps 5 of the shots we did prior to the show starting during technical difficulties. After that, I would like to take back the fact that I had no references. I felt broken as a person, misunderstood as a human being, and not knowing where my compass is as a sailor upon my own life seas. But John, now I feel like I haven't had those shots, John, and I'm ready to party. Also, my references are Sailor Jerry, here's to you. I drink you because you're paying me for it. Also, John Peacock's CompuServe 1994 edition, because we wouldn't have these beautiful pictures without John's technical difficulties. I would also like to thank Hooked on Phonics, because as you can tell now, I am not using that or the diction that the Lord and Savior gave me. That's how I roll, because Daddy don't care. Daddy refers to himself as Daddy. John tells me.
Yay!
Oh, I cut out. Sorry.
Let's hit this last message, do a shot. Not in that order. Let's do a shot first, then hit this message and get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Again, I'm holding it up to the computer. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's muscle memory. It's the only thing I know.
Right.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Cheers to you, my boy. Get that message.
I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. Do it.
Seashells are what she sells by her she shack on the seashore, she said sheepishly to the shepherd wearing a sherpa.
I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch.
There once was a man from Nantucket. Isn't that what she said, John? I don't listen very well.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show live on stereo every Tuesday at our usual start time. So if you want to join us or you want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. And for those listening live on the stereo app, stick around in this room for a continued chat in the green room right now for our after show wind down. That's a wrap for tonight.
In this very room. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
There's not so much for one of us around. And in this very room, and I'm my boy Pete, and I'm going to stick around in this very room. And I use enunciation mostly. In Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle at Two-Sided Pod, TWO Sided Pod, all one word, and the Stereo app every Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun, here on Two-Sided. Bobby Pete.
Hey, buddy. Here's my friend.